Hello and welcome to our parent workshop, Phonics and Early Reading in Reception. Starting with a quote, "A love of reading is the biggest indicator of future academic success." This quote reminds us it's important not just to teach children to read, but also teach them the love of reading. Think about how many times you've read today, whether it's an email, a text, a street sign on your way to work. We are surrounded by text and reading is a vital skill. The national curriculum specifies that all schools must teach children to read using phonics in reception. Here at the Roundhouse, we have chosen Little Wandle Letters and Sounds Revised as our systematic synthetics phonics programme to teach early reading and spelling. So what is phonics? Phonics is making connections between the sounds of our spoken words and the letters that are used to write them down. Your child will be exposed to the terminology such as phoneme, grapheme, digraph, trigraph, blend, segment. A phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a word. It's accompanied with the grapheme. A grapheme is a letter or group of letters that represent a phoneme or unit of sound. They'll be exposed to digraph, two letters that combine to make a single sound. Trigraph, which is three letters that combine to make a single sound. They'll be exposed to blend and segment. Blend is the process of combining individual sounds to form a word, and segment is the process of identifying the individual sounds in a word. For example, the word cat, segment, k, at. Blend it together, k, at, cat. This term, we are teaching the phase 2 sounds. These are the first group of letters that your child will learn. The lessons are fun, interactive, engaging, and are designed to gradually build over time. We usually teach 4 new sounds a week and have a review on a Friday. Please ask your class teachers to provide you with the phonics pack. This is the information sheet within there. There's graphemes and mnemonics, the picture cards they'll be exposed to, the pronunciation phrase, and the formation phrase. Focusing on this pronunciation phrase, it's really important that we are using the correct sound. At the end of this presentation, I will show you where to find these 2 videos which explain and describe how those graphemes should be pronounced. We teach your child to blend. So through teacher-led blending, we look at segmenting the word and then blending them together. There will also be a video available to you to watch this in action. Our aim is to teach every child to blend by Christmas. However, some do take a little bit longer. We will inform you if your child needs any additional practice, but also if you think your child is finding it difficult, please talk to your class teacher as well. We also teach tricky words. Tricky words are words that don't always follow the English language with sounding them out. Your children will be learning these tricky words throughout the autumn term. Is, I, the, put, pull, full, as, etc. There is also a video on how we teach tricky words on the website. So our progression as a school. We start here in reception at autumn 1, looking at these single graphemes. And as we progress, we then start to introduce double letter digraphs and digraphs. In spring 1, they will be exposed to phase 3 sounds. And in summer, they'll be exposed to short vowels with adjacent consonants. So CVCC words or CCVC words, etc. They'll also be exposed to tricky words. So the first tricky words they'll be learning is, I, and the. And these will be added to every week. So how we make learning stick. We use flashcards and word cards to help. So each sound we teach will have a mnemonic, like this astronaut, and a phrase, like boing boing. We look at the different colours. So phase 2 are the pink sounds. Phase 3 are the blue, and phase 5, as they're moving into year 1, is on the yellow cards. We also have word cards, which include the dots and dashes to help them identify where in the word that grapheme is, or digraph is, and then the tricky words that come with it. So reading and spelling. Your child will be taught to spell simple words using the graphemes they have been taught. They will practice the correct formation of letters, and they will also have handwriting lessons. This is included on that information sheet, looking at the formation phrase. We teach through segmenting. We say the word bed, segment the sounds b, e, d. Count the sounds on your fingers. How many sounds are there? 3. Let's write them down. What's the first sound you can hear? B. Write it. Second sound, e. Third sound, d. So how do we practice reading in books? So every week, 3 times a week, we will have reading practice sessions, which will be taught by a trained teacher or teaching assistant. They're taught in small groups. Throughout the week, your child, the first time they read the story, will be through decoding, sounding out the words. The second time, we work on prosody, reading with expression. And the third time, we look at comprehension. What do they know about the book? What's happened in the book, using the pictures and the words to help us. How do we find the right book for your child? We do every 6 weeks a reading check progress. So we look at the sounds that they know, and that then determines the book that they're reading. The books they're sending home should be words and sounds that they have already learnt. So it should be just added extra practice at home. So books that are going home, we'll have a phonics decodable book. That's to be read 7 days, hopefully, and actually written down into their reading log. And then you will take home a reading for pleasure book, which will have a sticker on the front that says, please could an adult read this with me. So when listening to your child read the phonics book, your child should be able to read the book without your help. It's practicing the sounds that they know. They might sound out the words and blend them before they read them fluently. That's okay. If they can't read a word, read it to them or help them blend and segment it. Talk about the book and celebrate their success. Talk about the story, think about the characters, what's happened, get them talking about it. Can they make any links to it? So right now your child will be taking home wordless books. These are really important about talking about the story. Talk about the pictures, point out the images in circles and find them on the page. Encourage your child to make links from the book from their own experiences. Play an I Spy game. Can you find me all the sounds, all the things that begin with the G? Or maybe you could play an I Spy game. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T, and see if they can pick out those in the story. So, the shared book is for you to read. Make the story sound exciting. Can you change your voice? Talk to your child as much as you can. Introduce new and exciting language. Encourage your child to use vocabulary. Make up sentences together. Find different words to use. Describe the things you see. Make reading exciting, because then your child will be excited about reading. So, ending this presentation with one last quote. One of the greatest gifts adults can give is to read to children. It's really important that we both encourage and ignite their love of reading. Before I finish this presentation, I want to show you the Little Wondle website, where you can access those videos. So, when you first see the Little Wondle website, you do not need a login. If you hover over what's included, it has a support for parents section. Scroll down. In the Engaging in Learning resources section, there's a little hyperlink. And there you can find the pronunciation of those graphemes and digraphs. You can see how we teach it, how we teach tricky words, how we teach blending. A quick guide to alien words, that's more based on year 1, so don't worry too much about that. It will also have a really lovely thing, which is the nursery rhyme videos. So in June 2024, Little Wandle released nursery rhyme videos. And there's, if I can show you one of them. So look at them with your child.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again.
So it's really lovely that they've brought in those nursery rhymes as well. So my final point is thank you very much for watching this presentation. And if you have got any questions or concerns, please speak to the class teacher or speak to myself and we will help you.